So fine. Okay, alright. So, what I feel like doing, I don't know, I'm definitely going to play some games. Well, yeah, I'm going to play one game right now, which is GTA 5, which I love blowing random shit up in GTA 5, that's always fun. But I will play some other games. The only problem is I still haven't fixed my video drivers, which I will probably have to do that tonight, maybe. I don't know. We will see. Why is that lagging? A little bit of lag. Why the hell is there stupid lag? I hate lag. You know, lag is annoying sometimes. It's a really annoying issue. I don't know. It's probably just because I need new video cards. But you know what? I'll get those eventually. There's no rush. I'll get them eventually. That's fine. Anyway, no, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I slept like a freaking baby, and I felt I feel fantastic. Actually, in fact, pretty damn fantastic. Just had a nice coffee, which was good. I feel energized. Actually, I slept a very peaceful sleep. It wasn't a restful, rough one. I have that sometimes. I also wanted to get a new mattress, but then I realised that my sister left a mattress here for one of my nephews. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll just take that. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm thinking, okay, that's probably a good idea, because this mattress is... Nah, I need to replace it. Because I got it a while back, and it wasn't very thick to start with. I don't know what, it plays havoc with my back, so that's probably the reason I sleep a bit uncomfortably sometimes. I never said anything about it, because it's like, the typical male thing to do is not complain about something. If you're a male, you don't complain about something. Unfortunately, I'm probably the male who complains the most about things when they really bother me. Ironically. But I'm actually trying to be honest, I was trying to be a tough individual. It works for me sometimes, other times it doesn't work so much. Sometimes it works, sometimes it just... Yeah, hold on a second. What the hell? I'm tangled up here in a bit of cord. Always happens every fucking time. In between that, I'm watching a couple of streamers, cooking stream and my favourite streamer as well. And so yeah. How you doing, Candy? Actually, I'm gonna turn some of the bots on. I didn't even turn those on. That's hilarious. It's alright. It's consistency though. I streamed at about this same time last night. I don't know whether it'll go. I might go for a while. I'll see. I streamed at the same time last. I got myself in reverse. You know, that always happens. I got myself in reverse. It's like I sleep during the day sometimes and I wake up during the night. But it's different though. I haven't had a lot of repairs to do. I haven't had a lot of computers to repair, and because when I don't have a lot of those computers to repair, I'll do a lot of streaming to compensate for it. It's just my way of balancing things, I think. I think that's the way. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's pretty much how I balance things. So, alright, so let me see here. Consistency is something that in life that you have to go for to some degree. So, the sky, yes, the sky is up. The sky is there somewhere, man. Contemplation of whether the sky, you know, if you want to take the construct of whether the world is real or whether the sky is real, you know, Chicken Little, the sky is falling. I don't even know where the hell I was actually going with that one, but that came out pretty well. The sky, obviously, no shit, yeah, that's fun. The sky is falling. Sounds like some post-apocalyptic movie. The sky is falling. Right, there we go. Brilliant. Now, is that Froken? Foken? Red. Freaking. Is that Foken Red? Is that a word? What is that? Like, you know, Foken? Like. Yeah. Am I reading that code? No, I'm not actually reading that code. It does say Foken. I'm like, maybe, okay, that's amazing. That's still funny. Foken. You know what I'm thinking now? I'm thinking of Street Fighter and a dual kick. Like, that, I don't know why that came into my mind. Because I used to play Street Fighter on the old arcade machines. That was always fun. I used to go into the arcades and play that all the time. That was heaps of fun. I enjoyed the hell out of that. The sky's red. Well, you know, it's bad if the sky's red. Doesn't necessarily, in most religious contexts, red notate some type of demonic possession or something of that nature or something along those lines. It's kind of interesting, actually. If you look at most religions, that's what they, well, red is a negative colour. Well, no, red is a negative colour in life. I mean, we use red to stop people from going through a traffic light, so it's always been associated with a negative thing even in society. So red is a negative colour, technically. But it depends on who you talk to, really. Okay, so is that working? Oh, fuck it! Oh, you mean, oh, fucking hell! No, it's sort of forking, oh, fucking hell! Forking, yeah, no, I'm getting you now. Okay, alright, yeah. No, fucking hell, laddie! Now I'm with you, son! It's all good! It's the Irish in me. The Irish in me. I think I was reading something on Facebook a while back, which is that occasionally in a guy, what was it? Somebody says, like, they captioned it. It said sometimes, occasionally, this is actually a woman who was, I believe at the time, I'm pretty sure that was actually putting it up on their status or something. Well, that is just random people. It's interesting though, the amount of accounts that accumulate on that have accumulated on no, it's like it's really amazing the amount of, well, not fake accounts, but like, yeah, no, I'd say fake accounts. Well, just counts, like, I get people trolled because that's just, I don't know, it's normal for me. I have seen some people it's normal for too as well. It depends on the person. But I think it's a psychological release system too. Some people need to go on the net to sort of clear their heads sometimes, and maybe it's just something to do with that. You know, like it's more of a psychological release mechanism, and we as human beings we need that from time to time. You know, we wouldn't be able to function if we didn't get some type of release. And that's the thing, you know. Complete your purchase. Well, I can't really complete that right now. I'll get back to you later. Okay. So, what do I need? So this is actually okay, alright. Alright, so let me see here. Okay, so I've got that running. I have no idea, man. I'm just rambling and ranting on about stupid things. Not stupid things, but just random shit that goes through my head on a daily basis. My God, the amount of things that I could... I definitely know if I were to write books on several of the different things that I've ever talked about in my entire life, they'd probably fill pages and pages of information. My problem is my grammar and my freaking spelling skills are about... well, really damn awesome. No, they're not. They're not that awesome on written paper. I'm better on a computer. My definitely say that. Fuck, I even think I'm a little bit dyslexic, to be honest. But my spoken ability and my thinking ability and my creative ideas ability, fuck, I might as well just, you know, put my card on that one and say yes, I am awesome with that stuff. I'm not great though. Well, I'm still pretty good, so I mean, you know, I can't fool myself too much. I could probably go and fool myself if I chose to. It's always the way, isn't it? You know, they say that you need inspiration in life. I actually am a true believer of that. Sometimes it's good to have inspiration for whatever you want to achieve in your life, because sometimes that inspiration can show you things that you never thought were even possible in your own mind. So, where are we? Jesus. www. I'm lost here. What's new? Oh, right. Now I remember. So it slipped my mind for 2 seconds. It's good to know. So I'm trying to type in Nightbot and I go to type in Nightmare. Hold on a second, it was actually Nightbot I was trying to type in. Nightbot. There we go. should actually open. I should crack that open. Dude, I cannot... Oh, actually... Can I see it? I didn't do it, man. Okay, I did it, but, you know... There was reasons for my actions. Log in with YouTube. Right. Top chatter, Admiral General, see top chatters, and let's see top commands. No, I don't really care about those. Alright. So where am I? Not bad. I could be worse, put it that way. I'm doing pretty well though, it's been a pretty good day. I'm pretty happy. No complaints. Not at this point, anyway. Because I'm a bit of a perfectionist, I know there's always things that I say to myself, oh, that can be adjusted, that can be fixed, that can be done. But the honest truth is, there's probably a certain degree of things that I let go in my life, even if I am a bit of a perfectionist, because I've learned that sometimes life doesn't work out exactly according to plan. You can have a backup plan, you can have plan B, you can have plan A, but at the end of it, sometimes life just happens, and that's the way it works. You cannot avoid that. If you could avoid it, I don't think the world would be a better place. I think it'd be a boring place, because some of the screw-ups that I've seen that happen in my life are the funniest shit that I've ever seen entirely. At least if I can learn to laugh at it, I won't go freaking insane in the process. So, or any more insane than I am. See, that's my point. I'm a pretty reasonable guy. Most of the time I'm in a pretty reasonable frame of mind. I think the only reason... I have been known to be... Sometimes I can be a little petty, I admit that. But I don't... That doesn't happen all the time. I rarely try to get jealous about something, but see... Somebody quoted me on that a long time ago. Do you get jealous? From time to time there's going to be... I think everybody gets a little jealous of something in their life. It depends on what it is, and it depends on how it affects you too. I mean, sometimes it can just be... Sometimes jealousy can be a negative, bitter emotion that all it does is it drives you further into yourself, and not just that, it makes you a worse person for being that way in the first place, you know? So trying to step away from it can help you so much. But, you know, the other thing too is, if you have trust issues with people, that's another problem too, you see. I found from personal experience. When it comes to trust issues, I'm a trusting person, but I'm also a little paranoid about some things in my life. I admit that. I'm not paranoid about everything, but there's some things that I'm just that little bit paranoid about from time to time. And I guess... I don't know. Maybe sometimes I misread people's intent. Even if they're trying to do something good for me, I misread their intent. And maybe that's something that I've learned to step away from sometimes. Because I think that's my problem. I misread intent towards a situation and towards people. And maybe that's my issue. I'm pretty damn sure it is. Misreading intent is not a bad thing, though. I mean, sometimes... no, actually, it's a bad thing if it's negative. If you misread intent and it's sort of... it's a bit more positive, like you're not painting a negative light of it, that's not so bad. But if you're misreading it... It's like anything, you know... Perception is reality, people. Perception is reality. You've got to understand that. What you perceive in the world you perceive around you... Yeah. It's just interesting. It's an interesting read. Life is an interesting read. What? Read? Where the hell did you go with that one? I don't even know, man. It's always the intent, isn't it? It's always the intent, though. I will be honest. It's always the intent of people. It's always the intent of situations. And, intents aren't... An intent isn't always bad. That's the problem. Misreading an intent as always being a negative, or it having a negative impact on you, is something that can happen to someone if you're not careful about how you examine what's coming up in front of you, you know, or even throughout life in general. Sorry, what did you say, dude? I just missed what you... Do I like it? Well, I don't know, dude. I'd have to click the video and have a look at it. I can't... No, I can't say it anymore. I have to actually go to that. Well, fine, then I'll have a quick squeeze at it, I guess. Isn't that amazing? That's an ancient saying, people. There's a couple of ancient, not old saying, old-fashioned sayings, like, you know, as the context, my ears are burning. That is an damn old, saying. Comparatively, anyway. It's kind of interesting, though. Some of these sayings, you know, some of them are a little bit superstitious, but I've always been a bit of a believer in that there are things that not necessarily can't be explained in nature. So I'm very open-minded to that stuff. I think the key to life is having an open mind. If you don't have an open mind, how do you well, how do you achieve anything? You don't achieve anything, really. You stagnate. Closed-mindedness, being, you know, or stagnating to a certain extent can be a big issue. Hold on a second, dude. It's a quick happy song. Alright, hold on a second, dude. I'll actually click the link. That's cool, man. I'll click the link. Hold on a second. Let me have a look. Oh, excuse me. Okay. It's a quick happy song. Flamingo. Flamingo. Oh, okay, I gotta hear it. I'll turn down a bit. What the fuck is that? Yeah, okay, it's got an upbeat tone. I'm not arguing that, but what does shrimps and flaming? I don't know. I'm reading that as it's not flamingo, is it? It's flamingo. All right, that's. It's just ironic. That's got almost as many views as my videos on YouTube, and well, not quite. It's like 800 and something short. 8,000 something. I don't know. 800,000. No, something like that. Anyway, no, it's 800. What? There's a couple of songs I've listened to and I've honestly gone, how did that make that much money? But then it's funny though. You've probably got a point. I've seen some videos that I honestly leave scratching my head, and I'm like, how did that make money? And then I'm thinking, okay, well I guess there must be a method to somebody's madness, whoever made that in the first place. So, you know, it is a happy song though. It wasn't trying to be a negative. It wasn't trying to be a negative, but. Funny. I'm just listening to the song again because I listened to the first part of it. I listened to a little bit of the first part and then I didn't see the middle part. I sort of shrimps. Okay. Anybody want a shrimp cocktail? Anybody? Seriously? Alright. Shrimp cocktails maybe? No? No? Anybody feel like a shrimp cocktail at all? Like seriously? That's apparently what this song is. What? No, okay. Never mind. I'm question. No, whatever. I'm not even. Yeah. Jeez, Louisa. How was it? It was funny. It was funny. It made me look and it made me laugh. So I'm gonna give it a thumbs up because I actually thought it was funny. And I don't know. I mean, the channel itself. Let's have a look at the channel. Out of curiosity. Let me have a quick squeeze of the channel and just see what the channel looks like. Channel artwork's pretty good. Okay. Actually, yeah, that's. I can see why this guy's got 62,000 views and stuff on. Well, pretty much that's all the videos on the actual account. You know what? I'm gonna sub for that. Because some of that stuff looks interesting. I mean, okay, it's basically sort of stick drawing combinations, but it's also artwork. That's artistic in my mind. That's very artistic. Yeah, I know, but that's my point, dude. It's not actually that bad. I mean, it was a random channel. You picked a random song. It was also a happy song. It had a happy intent anyway. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's funny. I agree with you. It actually is funny. I can laugh at that. I was laughing at it just because of the ridiculousness of it. That's sort of the thing that I laughed at it for. Not just that, but I mean, it was, you know, it was fairly funny, like a random ass song about shrimp. Like, what? But it works. It works. That's my point. It's a random ass song about shrimp, and it works. It actually it works for the purpose of what this particular creator is trying to do. It works for that purpose. It has purpose, and it has focus. That's... yeah, it's interesting. Yeah. It's kind of amazing, too. It's kind of amazing how something can take off like a rocket when it comes to popularity or anything of that nature. But I think it's also the intent of how people treat it, too. Like, whether they have a sense of humour towards it. Because if you don't have a sense of humour in life... I find if you don't have a sense of humour, it does make you depressed. It does make you feel depressed because you can't laugh at anything. If you treat everything with an air of seriousness all the time, it just... it can get really, 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 really frustrating sometimes, but still. That's a good game. Anyway, okay, so back to where I was, pretty much at this point. So, okay, so peoples, everybody, that song was about shrimps, and it's a random freaking songs. Random freaking songs, I tell you. But it's still funny, though. It's still funny. It's still... Actually, where is, I want to log into my Facebook for a second. No, is my... Oh, no, I thought I had it open. Never mind. That happens sometimes. I don't have... I'll think that I have something open, and then I don't have it open. Typically, the first pages I open, though, are on my website. Yeah, that sounds a bit egotistical. My website, my Facebook. The only reason I open Facebook is because I like trolling Facebook sometimes, so... it's the first reason I open it, anyway. I'm actually going to say that I can laugh at that. That is definitely funny. Okay, alright. That sounds good, man. Yeah, send us a link. I don't mind checking out videos. Some stuff I can just laugh at, man. Some stuff I can laugh at, and... I think you've got to have a sense of humour in this world. If you don't have a sense of humour... I do find, though, that, certain things, certain medications and stuff always have me make me see the funny side more on things than others. It's always intent, isn't it? That's something that gets lost. You know, I think sometimes intent gets lost in translation. Definitely. Somebody's intent towards a person or towards a situation. You know? But the other side of it too is I think there's nothing wrong with asking for help either. If you feel like you need help in a situation, that's not inherently a bad thing. Don't feel bad for asking for help, because sometimes it can push you forward and it can give you more creative ways to be about things. Not just that, but you can definitely, most definitely, push yourself forward with that. I don't know. It's anyway, that point. All right. You know what? I will check it. I will check this video that you sent me a link to. Doesn't go to the other one though. Oh, right. I didn't like. Okay, so I gotta open that page. I'm kind of annoyed though. I still have to reinstall my video drivers. I'm pretty sure, because nothing is working. You know what? I should probably play some Overwatch, because Overwatch was working before. I actually managed to get Overwatch to work, so... I wasn't surprised about it not working on my computer. That wasn't the issue. I was just more surprised that occasionally I have things that just crash. It's like, what the hell? This game just totally fucking died in the ass. Oh, there we go. No, that's not it. Ah. Alright, so let's see here. Show me this link. Alright. I'm just going to click it and have a quick look at it. And then I might find something to play. Well, I am playing GTA 5, which don't get me wrong, I know. What is it, old timer? How do I know how this is gonna go? Oh, he touched it. What? That's the opposite of what I thought was gonna happen. That's hilarious. I thought the kid would actually disobey. Alright, see, mind you, I'm a bit of a rebel at heart. I probably wouldn't have done it anyway, but still. the actual father touches the jewel and he dies. Okay, alright. That was sort of the opposite of what I was thinking. I thought the kid was just going to be a straight-out rebel. Maybe that was my mindset. See, this is my point. Okay, see, yeah, see? I'm getting the point here. I'm getting the point. Okay, alright. See, that's just logical. Okay, alright. It's the opposite, because at the end of the video... Yeah, at the end of the video... He dies because he was the one who touched it. That's hilarious. It's because of the attitude of the kid. What is it? And you could hear he was going to say something, and then he stopped, and then automatically you could hear he was going to say old timer. You could tell he was going to say it, and it's because of the attitude of the kid at the time that I thought that he was actually going to have more of a detrimental effect. That's interesting. That was a misdirection. I read that a mile away. Well, sort of. I didn't read it initially, but my pattern was going the opposite way. But it's interesting. If you look at it, that's kind of curious. That is interesting. Wow. Just so maybe this video has a moral lesson. What it points out is that just because somebody has an attitude doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to have a negative impact or they're going to do something negative. Just because they inherently have that attitude doesn't mean they're going to be a negative influence or destroyer of the world or whatever, you know, or something along those lines anyway. That's interesting. You know what? That's very scientific. Not just very scientific, but it's misdirection. It's misdirection. But I have been good at picking up when people sometimes try to misdirect me for something. I don't know, but see, it's yeah, you're quite correct. It's down to perception, isn't it? That's a fair point. That's a fair argument. Jeez, you know, that's... Wow. That's like... It sort of blew my mind, but at the same time, Yeah, it did. It kind of blew my mind. Some things blow my mind, but then the other side of it, too, is I sort of saw it at the same time. It was like, I could see it, but I could see it sort of think, okay, maybe he will, maybe he won't. But it was only because of the attitude, initially, that I thought that was going to be the situation. Interesting. That's kind of cool, though. That's kind of cool. That's a kind of cool misdirection because it's something that you didn't expect at first because maybe your mind's to a certain or particular way. Okay, that's a bit creepy, that one. Kind of creepy. Especially when the guy's asking to feel them, like that's, yeah, okay, that's definitely kind of creepy. Yeah, okay, that's disturbing. That is fairly fucking disturbing. Yeah. Yeah, that's fairly disturbing, that one. Sort of disturbing. I mean, I get it. I get it's meant to be taken with a sense of light-hearted humor. Sorry, it's meant to be taken with a sense of humor, but it's still, I don't know. That one I don't find as funny. It's sort of, yeah, it's not as much of a joke to me. Well, it depends though. See, different people have different sense of humor, and I get that some people find things funny when other people don't find things funny, you know, and that's going to be, you know, it also depends on how serious you treat something, you know. Definitely going to say. See, there's an example of different types of humour in the world, and, you know, some humour you can appreciate and you can say that that has relevance. Not just that, but it's funny, and it's, you know, you can take it. But then there's some humour I honestly think that, you know, there's just something you think, what the hell, that's not even funny, man. Like, that's fucking, like, that's serious crap that probably goes on in real life and has a, you know, that has a real life effect on some people. But I wasn't criticising you for giving me the video anyway. I was going to say that the video is actually a good example of, you know, what humour, what some humour that's appropriate, some humour that's inappropriate. Depends on the context, anyway. That's how I think of it, anyway. That's my total mindset, to be honest. So. Though there's like probably tons of examples on the internet like that. I bet you any money. What is the intent? It's the intent behind something. The other thing too is, I think sometimes people put videos up to show something that can happen because they want to avoid it happening in the future, and they want to teach people a lesson. Because ultimately what they want to do is show people that these things can be changed. Not just changed, but they can actually be adjusted so much that to a degree that perhaps these things won't be as much of a problem in the future for other people. Another thing too is, I don't know, like, you know, everybody's different, I guess, but it's always intent, isn't it? It's down to intent. That's what it's down to. It's down to the intent of what something, or the purpose that something serves. And the problem is that, you know, it's funny though. I do believe sometimes that some people say it's like, is money the root of all evil? It's sort of interesting that. I don't think it's necessarily the root of all evil. I think it comes down to people's moral and ethical mindset. If somebody is... You can give somebody a ton of money. If they're willing to bend their morals and ethics to a certain extent, to some degree, to actually get that money, it's... well, you know, I mean, there's bending... I mean, okay, there's nothing wrong... Look, I'm all for occasionally bending the rules. I admit I'm a bit of a rule breaker with some things in my life. I don't break every rule, but I've been known to break a few rules in my life. And I've definitely had those moments where I break rules. And you know what? I'm not going to feel bad for breaking those rules, because I had to break those rules to achieve the end result of what I wanted out of my life. And it was also, I guess, at the time, I don't know. I don't know, you know. We're all entitled to a few mistakes in life, you know. We're all entitled to have... We are all entitled to make errors. And you know what? I try not to judge people too harshly if you make a few errors in your life. I mean, fuck. It happens, you know? It's inevitability. Force people to pay for reactions. Yeah, well, acting is not a forced reaction, but it's a simulated reaction, you know, to an event or something happening. Acting has always been that way. I act sometimes with some things that I say. Like, put it this way. Most of the time I try to have a pure intent behind what I say. I try to be honest about what I say. But if I feel something's going to emotionally hurt someone really badly, I might hold it back for the fact that I don't want to hurt that person, and I don't want to make them feel... I don't want to make them feel bad about something, or I don't want to hurt them Yeah, that's yeah. So this is my point. I am an emotional person, and sometimes it's just a case of, well, another thing too, and I know I'm guilty of it. I sometimes won't admit if I need help. Sometimes I'm just being honest. Sometimes I do that. I won't admit if I really need help with something, because I want to feel like I'm standing on my own 2 feet. I want to feel independent. I don't want to feel like I'm not achieving anything. You know, I mean, even though I can stand on my own merit and I'm pretty good at a good percentage of things, sometimes I just don't always admit that. And the other thing too is because of me having a few trust issues. To be honest, I've actually got a little more trusting lately because I found more positive people around me. I guess, you know, I've actually been coming I've been coming across people who are more positive. Let's just say positive, and they have more positive intent towards me. You know. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Definitely. I don't know, it's easy. You know what? It's easy to get angry. It's easy to just absolutely fail, and it's easy to not fail, sorry. It's easy to get angry at something. But what shows true maturity is being able to step back from it and think, okay, hold on a second, I shouldn't do that. The other thing too is I know I have my triggers too. There's certain things that I think for a while, because of some of the stuff I've had to deal with over the years online, that I think it has triggered me. It definitely triggers. It'll trigger a certain behaviour in me, and I know this. I've learned to avoid some of them sometimes, and sometimes I've also just faced them head on. So yeah. Depends on what it is. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go and get a coffee anyway. I mean, I am playing GTA 5. I actually will start playing another game. I might play Overwatch, maybe. We'll see. You know what? The first thing that I'm going to do, the first bloody thing, is I'm going to go and get a coffee, because I need a bit more energy. Energy is good, and also fast reflexes. That's what coffee helps with. Especially when you want to play FPS. Tent. Oh, my darling, Coffee. That's right, coffee. We actually have coffee. Let's get there slightly. Oh, alright. Hold on a second, dude. You just posted me a video and I'll have a quick squeeze. Because I'm good like that, man. Painted flamingos. Oh, no, wrong thing. Alright. Oh. Hold on a second. Alright. I'm gonna close this window because I'm fucking freezing. Holy. Jeez. Funny though, because I was rebalancing some of my pills as well, because there's some herbal stuff that I was taking which I think might have been a little bit too much, so I decreased it to one pill. It's a little bit of adjustment on my side anyway, so... Whoa! Oh, seriously? Oh, there we go, that's better. Alright. I'm gonna try that in intense anyway. So hold on a second, dude. Remember. Hold on a second, dude. Actually, I agree with you. Why did that not come up on chat? Okay. Oh no, it did. Never mind. Just a bit of a delay. That's fine. Oh, I know there's not good people in the world. I know there's definitely some people in the world that's questionable. I get people get up to mischief, and I get people do stuff. Right, okay. Alright, now I'm getting... Right, okay, alright. Now I'm seeing what you're talking about. I'm getting it now, I'm getting it. What you're saying in context, my friend, pretty much, is saying that there are people out there who milk that potential reaction videos or these other things that are out there. Of course. Right, that makes a lot of sense. Alright, now I'm understanding. Alright, yep. Well, I figured there were people out there like that anyway, because I know there's plenty of people who've probably triggered me with some of... I mean, I get trolling is, you know, you're having a bit of fun and taking the piss, that's cool. But I think there's definitely some videos with the reactions that people get towards things or certain aspects of it. Definitely, I'm going to say there's some people on the other side of it. Yeah, totally. I'm going to say, definitely, there is some people on the other side of it, totally. Yeah. Alright. I'm understanding now. Yeah, I'm getting your point of reference, dude. That's a fair point. Ah, you think of it that way. Well, I sort of did, but I wasn't open to that line of thought until you showed me that video. Interesting. Coffee. I love coffee. Oh, hello. Twitch chatter. Hey, how you doing, man? How you doing, Dip Chip? It's all about the dip chips. Now I feel like salsa and chips. Alright, see, I'm getting the points. I'm getting the points. Psychology 101, people. It's probably further than Psychology 101. Sometimes I think, yeah, that's a fair point. Good and bad people, always there. Why, hello there. I love how Nightbot says that now. Well, hello there. That's hilarious. That's actually pretty cool. Okay, that is awesome. That's pretty awesome. It's like, well, hello there. Emphasis on that anyway. Oh, God. Somebody... You know, some days you do wake up and you feel like you can't achieve much. Then some days you wake up and you think, well, I can do something. I can definitely get something going. Husband. Well, that's the same context of like some music and stuff. Like some of the messages that certain types of music are trying to convey is okay. You know, some of it actually has a positive effect, and then of course there's other music as well which has a little bit of, not a negative effect. It might just have it might make you feel like they're trying to invoke a certain type of emotion in you in some circumstances. It's not always, but just sometimes. I mean, it depends on how strong your will is to start with, whether that happens or not. So, kind of interesting though. Kind of interesting. I do like some music though. It actually, I think that was something though that, ironically, I find interesting. We live in a, I hate to say it, we live in a misogynistic society. Mainly because of the amount of times that I've seen men mistreat women or make women feel like they're inferior in some way or another. And it kind of gets me, like, I've seen some women really, like, you know, they're career-driven, they're focused, you know, and they have great intent towards things. I was talking to somebody the other night, and she was in an abusive relationship with this guy. And I pointed out, I said, look, do you really want to go back to that abusive crap and him having to go at you all the time? And, you know, she said there was some physical abuse and stuff like that. And I'm like, I sat there and I said, you know, look, you're out of that relationship now. Just don't go anywhere near him anymore. You know, just stay away from him. Because he's just not worth it. I sat there and, like, because I talked to her a couple of times, and on top of that, she's been a bit suicidal a couple of times, and I said, no. There's lots of things to live for. You don't want to go and freaking kill yourself, because that's definitely something that, well, I don't know. I simply said to her, because she's sort of a carer person, she does a bit of caring for people. I said, you know, the world would be a worse place if you weren't there, you know? And I pointed that out to her. But see, the other thing I think too, sometimes with abusive people, is that you get used to it happening, and you don't question it. You don't question it. You don't. Okay, put it this way: you don't question it. It's something that you just get used to, and then before you know it, you're so deep into that bitterness of yourself that you don't see past that. You can't see past it, and all you can see is that when even if that person's abusing you, you feel like they're giving you some. At least they're giving you attention. At least they're giving you some type of attention in the first place. At least you feel like you're actually contributing something, because you're actually you might be fueling their anger, or, you know, fueling something. I mean, something like that. That's my point anyway, but still. It's kind of interesting and kind of weird at the same time, but still, that's something that I've just noticed myself. But I will be honest. I will be honest. It can be both women and men who can be abusive. It's not just one person that does it. The truth is that it's probably equal on both sides. I mean, men can be a bit more physically abusive. That's obviously a thing, but I think there's some women who can be a bit more mentally abusive. Definitely. As I said, it varies with the person. It varies with different people, and that's something I've personally found. You know what? Then, I mean, as I said, varies with the different people. But the other thing too is intent. If somebody's not necessarily being abusive to you if they're trying to look after you and they're trying to look out for you. That's not abuse. That's just trying to look out for you and make you feel better about yourself. Not just that, but maybe they're trying to help you without you even realizing. See, some of the best, most well-intentioned help comes from people that you wouldn't normally expect, or sometimes it actually even comes from the fact that somebody's trying to help you, but they're trying to indirectly help you. They're trying to indirectly help you in the sense that, yeah, it sounds a bit weird. So this is my point. This is some of the deep shit that I get in my head. But yeah, no, but it's just ironic. Sorry, I'm sitting here and I'm not playing a game. But no, it's to me, I've seen it like this, and you know, honestly and truthfully, sometimes people can help you without you even realizing. But I'm a what-if guy. I'm a time travel guy. Like, let's be honest here. I'm a time travel guy. I love the concept of time travel. I love the concept of altering time. But you know, you want to know the honest reason that I sometimes want to alter time? I wish I could fix some things in my past. Because I think there's some things that I definitely could have done a different way. And I don't talk about that. That's the problem. I tend to tiptoe around that because, you know, it's probably things that I regret and probably some stupid shit. But you know what? Everybody does stupid shit. Well, you know, the vast majority of the stupid shit I've ever done in my life has been... It's the stupid shit. Like honestly, it's the stupid shit that I've done in my life. Actually, it's mostly when I've been drunk these days. But everybody does stupid shit when they're drunk, though. I've mostly done when I've been drunk. That's hilarious. So, no, it's good to drink. But, yeah, don't have too much. Well, try not to have it too regularly. I try to confine myself to a weekend if I can help it. I really do. I really, really try my hardest. But there's just sometimes, it's like after a... I think there's a couple of times where that's a situation's happened, and I've gone like, fuck, I need a fucking drink. Like, literally, I've had a situation happen, and it's just like, fuck this, fuck that, fuck everybody, I need a fucking drink. And the problem is, when I do and have that attitude, I'll normally end up doing something stupid afterwards, because I'll think, okay, I'm going to drink, but and then I end up drinking too far. And that's what happens, I drink too far, and then it's like, oh, fuck it, fuck this world, fuck everybody else, and then I end up doing something stupid. Which, you know, it does happen. Okay. What was I going to do? Oh. Oh, okay. Thank you. Where did I go with that? Where did I go? Oh, okay, that's good. Alright, so, you know, I need... probably my head examined. Oh, not that bad. Well, thank you. It's always good to know people actually enjoy what I have to say. Hold on a second, what was I saying? I think so. Okay, I'm gonna have to go into that chat for a second, dude. Hold on a second. I actually have to go. What? Oh, okay. How does that work? I really need... If I say something? Well, what do you want me to say? I say a lot, that's my problem. I say too much sometimes, that's my issue. Say what? Sapala? Say Sapala. Sakpola? Sakpola. Okay, I'm guessing. I'm just gonna take a guess. Is that a word? Is that a swear word? In Romanian. I'm just curious. I'm getting an impression that's an actual swear word in Romanian. I'm kind of curious now. This makes me wonder. Ooh. Okay, it's not. Alright. I just want to make sure, because trust me, I've seen people say, like, not negative, but, like, I've actually seen people swear in it, like, they put it into, like, a chat or something like that in somebody's thing, is like, oh, this is, like, a swear word. I've actually, what I've ended up doing is, on a couple of streamers that I've been on before, is I've actually ended up translating what the persons were saying when they were trolling. I was just curious. Some of the trolls were really piss weak, though. They were, like, really, really weak. I was like, damn, dude. You're not even trying, man. That's just terrible. No. What? No. Nobody can understand it already at the time, but if somebody's like me, which I know there's probably people out there like me, they're just going to run everything back for a translator afterwards. I bet you anybody that... see, I don't know, but maybe I'm just one of those people who goes to the extra length to actually do that, you know? Like, to actually put that extra effort in. It's just ironic, but it's still funny, though. I don't know. Like, I really appreciate that, but, like, wow, anyway. Thank you for liking my stream. That is awesome. Anyway. I try to be. I don't know. I try my best. Alright. Alright, that's better. Alright. You're 4 days late, dude. For what? A party? I feel like I'm always late for everything in my life. That's the problem. Like, I swear, I feel like I'm always late for stuff in my life. That's ironic. I actually agree with that. Like, I totally agree with that. Yeah, I actually do. I totally agree with that. What? Sorry. Sorry. Where was my mind going? I don't even know. What the hell? Okay, sorry. Okay. Wasn't me. Okay. I'm thinking clearly. Some days. It depends on the frame. Anyway, okay, alright. Back to where I was talking about. But yeah, the point is, there's always going to be those people with bad intent. There's always going to be people like that. And you know what? I guess in the long run, we're all entitled to that. I don't know. I'd rather have a positive impact on the world than a negative one. But, you know, it's funny though. Stuff doesn't always corrupt you. It just... Well, I always believe there's not corruption, but I think sometimes there's some degree of like... Yeah, okay, there's probably a little bit of corruption in the world. But there's nothing wrong with bending a rule. I mean, people shouldn't feel bad for bending the rules sometimes, because if you're bending a rule for a good intention, what's wrong with that? You know, like... Yeah, I agree, actually. If you're bending a rule for a good intention, and it serves a good purpose, what's the problem with bending it? That's sort of where my mind goes with that. Which, maybe that sounds a little weird to some... I don't know, it could sound a little weird to some people. It's ironically true. Oh, seriously? Sorry, just watching... Actually, I'm watching one stream mainly, but what's the other stream? Is this the same dish? Or, no, or maybe... Okay, maybe did the same one. That still doesn't look too bad, though. Desserts, though. I'm not a big sweet tooth. I don't mind chocolates. Actually, I haven't even eaten the chocolate that I got the other day. When I, because I went out with a mate and we went down to... I've still got this Butterfinger sitting here, right here, and I haven't eaten them. I haven't eaten it at all. Just because, it's not that I don't like... Well, I do like a bit of sugar from sometimes. I put too much sugar in my coffee. That's my problem. That's actually something I do sometimes, is put way too much sugar in my coffee, and I know this. I'm guilty of it, definitely. It's funny though, I'm feeling more clear-minded today. I guess I've just found myself, that's all. Alright. It's ironic, I think. Ironic! Well, if you want to stream, man, go ahead. Don't feel bad for streaming. Well, you played... You played Jason before, Jason Friday the 13th. Yeah, okay, hold on a second. Okay, so yeah, if you want to stream, man, well, you did Jason, and then you did, what did you do? Mortal Kombat 4. Okay, so, I don't know, do something else today. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna switch it. I'm gonna go to a fighting game. I love fighting games. They always make me swear a little bit, though. I admit that. Though it's normally because I'm getting my ass kicked by the AI. I don't do too bad with Killer Instinct. Killer Instinct isn't the worst game. I want to get Mortal Kombat, though. I should get Mortal Kombat. Fallout 4. Fallout 4 is a good game. I love Fallout 4. I actually have it on the PC, but I haven't played it for a while. You're 4 days late with the stream that you said you were going to do. Dude, I said I was going to stream at 10 o'clock this morning, and I never did. I said, oh, I'll wake up at like 10 or 11 o'clock. I actually ended up waking up at 10 or 11 o'clock watching... No, sorry, I ended up waking up at 9 o'clock. No, I didn't even wake up. That's my point. I stayed up the entire night, went to the 9 o'clock, and I watched another streamer's stream. And then after I watched that, I ended up falling asleep for a while, because I really needed to sleep, because I was literally exhausted. And then I ended up falling asleep. But just because you're 4 days late doesn't mean you can't stream. I mean, I sporadically stream. I stream when the hell I like, but at least there's something consistent about me. I stream at night. And I don't know whether that's always the best thing. It's not always the best thing. If I'm repairing computers, it's not always the best thing, I'll be honest. If I'm fixing a computer, it's never the best thing. Because my brain needs to be a little more on par with that stuff. The wolf. In this game, you're talking about... Oh, what was his name? Hold on a second. Let me get out of this. What are we doing? There we go. What? That Skype screen is in my way. That's annoying. Might just get rid of that. I might just take that out of my overlay. Because I don't really use it anyway. I mean, I rarely have somebody on Skype at the same time. So, I mean, I can put it back in later anyway. I used to talk to this other guy on Skype, but he's a bit of a dick, so... remove. I considered him a friend for a while, but apparently he's just a narcissistic asshole. Still. Right, back to where I was. Fight. Challenge AI opponents. Yeah, challenge AI opponents. Right, cool. Alright. Should be alright. Ah, okay. Holy. What am I doing? This is the one. Yes! Saberwolf. That's it. That was the name of the guy. Goddamn nose. I'll be right back. My nose is running like a licky tap. You know, the ironic thing is, I can never do anything quiet. Well, actually, that's not entirely true. Some things in my life I can do quietly, but Jesus, the amount of times that I've had issues with me blowing my nose, and I've actually scared the shit out of people when I've sneezed. I was like, dude, how the hell can you sneeze so freaking loud? I don't know, man. It's just like my manly fucking sneeze. Alright. So, I don't... No, I'll burst this guy. I want to see this guy. Alright. This freaking bloke. Saberwolf, man. Yeah, Saberwolf. He's awesome. I don't know what it is. I seem to know his character pretty well, but mind you, I have played his character a few times, so it's just the fact that I know it well because I've played it a fair few times. I don't know. I do like fighting games though. They are fun. Not just that, but sometimes you can just it gives you a reason to swear. It actually gives you a reason to actually legitimately swear at a game. It's like, for fuck's sake. Which I know it's kind of upset. But I mean, I swear anyway, so I can't help that. That's just something I do. I think everybody's entitled to swear though. Maybe sometimes it's not always warranted, but there's certain situations in life you have to do it. It's just... Everything. Gone. Everything is gone. Everything's always gone. That's the truth. Alright. Oh, let me see how I go. Oh, come on, I'm gonna get my ass kicked. Huh? The weird thing is I don't think I've ever actually learned any of the moves. My hands know exactly where the moves are. It's sort of weird. Shit. It's kind of weird though. I don't know, it's kind of weird, but you know what? Life's weird. Jeez Louise! What the hell? Like, people, it's like, I mean, I don't know. See, I'll be honest, I'm pressing random buttons here, but I know what most of these buttons do, but everything, I don't know, certain things in my life are just learned on reflex. Whoa, I'm getting my ass kicked again. Fuck you, you bastard! Son of a fucking... Come on, stop blocking, you little bitch. Fuck's sake. Fuck you. Seriously? Come on. The only other thing too is when you're doing this, not have fast reflexes, but the other thing too is when you start to get fucking... It's ironic when you play... I bet you I'd get worse carpal fucking tunnel syndrome than I got now if I played this game more often. Just because of how much it fucks with your how much it fucks with like straightening your hands sometimes when you're doing stuff. So it's like, what? It's alright. A bad case of carpal tunnel, son. Fuck, I know I've probably got carpal tunnel. I have no doubt of that actually. It's probably the reason my hands shake occasionally sometimes. But that's also nerves as well, so... It's not always nerves, though. I'm not always nervous. It just depends on my frame of mind. Right. That's intense. Oh, you little bugger. Come on. Fuck! That's the one. Take that, motherfucker. Jesus. Yeah, see now we're cooking with gas. No. What? Yes, maybe. I'm not sure. Oh, yes! Perfection! Ha ha! Uh-oh. No, lost the momentum. There we go. That's the one. Perfect. Oh my fucking god, that is amazing. All right, there we go. Perfection. All right, no, that wasn't so bad. No. There we go. No. Oh! That was a good one. I didn't even realise I knew that one. How do I... I don't even know. Never mind. I'm not going to question it anymore, you know what? There's no questioning. I question it, that's where the situation gets bad. Ooh, I actually ducked that shot. It's amazing. No. Oh, come on. What? What is that? I'm not even sure what the actual level... I don't know. I have no idea what level this is set to anyway. It's probably set to easy knowing me. But I mean, I don't know. I've set it higher too. I think I set it on medium or hard before anyway. Depends on what you go. No, I think I've set it higher before. I'm pretty sure. What? That was hilarious. Oh, that was... Wow. Okay. Yeah. Pig Latin. I've known a couple of different people throughout my life. Did you just mention witch then? I've known a couple of Wiccans. Not necessarily in the context of witchcraft though, it's sort of... But if you look at anything these days, like everything has some degree of superstitious outlook. Like, even science itself has some things that, still to this day, we are yet to understand certain things about superstitions or certain things that have been said throughout history. We know that these things have been said, but the reason and purpose doesn't always come up clear. It's just something I figured out myself, but when it comes to this stuff. Oh, there we go. Fuck! Come on. Oh, whoa. Holy shit! Fuck! Son of a bitch! Holy free holies. I wasn't even looking at the screen then, that's hilarious. It's like, what? Oh, what was that? Yeah, that was special. Son of a fucking bitch! Alright, there we go. That's actually pretty good. Okay. Alright. Not too bad. You trying to translate Latin? Entire conversation, you're trying to translate Latin. What are you like trying to translate some ancient text or scripture? No, what you probably actually say. No, that'd be freaking funny. I'm getting... No, it's like, what happened? I got trolled in Pig Latin. Not that I think that... No. Alright, you know what? I'm curious what that actually means. I don't know whether there is actually a translator online to actually translate Pig Latin. I'd be curious if there is. I'd be interested to see if that's actually possible. I mean, it's a dead language. Well, no, there's other dead languages too. There's some dead languages, or what they classify as dead languages. Maybe I watch... See, this is probably the other thing too. I don't know. I watch a lot of different things. I watch movies. I watch other stuff anyway, so... I don't know. I'm such a mixture. But with the philosophies that I have in life, I'm such a mixture when it comes to all that stuff. I always have been. I'm actually curious. Ah, alright. Okay, is that actually what it means? Alright. But is there actually a translator online for that stuff? I'm wondering. No, like, I'm serious. Is there ever been a translator, like a translator app or anything like that? I would actually wonder if there is anything like that online. Message retracted. Oops. It's coming through. It probably is. I have no doubt of it, actually. One languages, though. I would never... I mean, I don't know. I know a few things. I know French. Some words in French. I don't know. Son of a... What? The fuck was that? can't... No. Fuck! God damn it! Maybe I like being taken advantage of sometimes. No crack my stomach. Anyway, sorry. That's good. Oh, what the fuck was that shit? No, the fuck! What the fuck! God damn it! Whoa! I didn't even realize I knew that one. Did I? I didn't even know I knew that one. What the hell? That one, I have no idea how I knew that one. I really don't. I mean, I'm pushing the buttons here, but it's all on reflex. Morse code. There's always a Morse code translator online. Do you know that's something that's interesting about the human species? We've created so many different damn languages and over the years. This not includes but not limited to Morse code and other languages and other things and codes and encryption and stuff like that over the years. That it's amazing, statistically speaking, how much of that crap has accumulated. Not just that, but it's amazing how much of it is... Some of it's vastly complex, but then the thing is... The human mind is good at picking up certain patterns in things. This is something that I figured out with the human mind. It's good at picking up certain patterns in things. The problem is you've just got to be on a certain level to be able to see it sometimes in certain... Well, I mean, I don't know. Mathematics has always been inclined. Well, I don't know. Mathematics is mathematics. It's numbers. Numbers is always constant. Even though my math skills are a little poor sometimes, I admit that. I still do pretty well with most of the stuff I do in my life anyway, so it's ironic that I do as well as I do. You're just bored. Well, yeah, dude, I'm the same. It's like, why am I sitting there doing Morse code? I don't know, I got bored. It's like, let me just do this, it's so good. Oh, and I got bitch slapped. You know, Oblivion, apparently. I will say, though, that is a big thing in society, I generally will say. Misogynism, it's a sad thing. It's a sad part of society that I think sometimes people have to be aware of the fact. Unfortunately, there's... I don't know, everybody's... Oh, I'm getting my ass kicked. See, I'm not focusing, I'm talking. When I have intense focus, it's just like, bang, I'm right on, you know. But when I lose it just falls by the wayside. That's probably just my attention deficit disorder. I actually do have ADD, technically. I have that, plus, you know, my other conditions, obviously. But, OCD. What's about the OCD, people? It makes me obsessive about some things in my life, though. Not everything. Certain order and stuff, and then perfectionism. What is obsession? Obsession! No, I'm not obsessed. It's weird. This is questionable. Where am I even going with this? There's nothing here. What the hell are you doing, man? I have no idea. Come on. Fuck! Oh. Sometimes you gotta get a little emotional about some situations in your life. Oops. It's not responding as fast as I would expect it to. Deception. Always a perception, isn't it? It's always about perception. How you perceive the world, how you see the world, how you understand the world. Oops, 2 layers. What the hell am I doing? I'm jumping around like a fucking monkey. Anyway. Son of a bitch. Deception, people. What about that? Battle of Wills. Battle of AI's world to my world, I guess. Damn it. No complaints. Occasionally you're gonna get your ass kicked. That's actually a good one. Shit. I'll let that one happen. Not yet. No. And I'm out. I figured that was gonna happen. I had a funny feeling. Yeah, I had a funny feeling on that one. I definitely said I had a funny feeling on that one. I figured that was gonna happen anyway. What's the best point? So wins 5. Okay, that's actually not bad. That's interesting though. That's kind of interesting to me. Pretty good though. Well, sometimes you win some, you lose some. Apparently, in that situation, I was the loser. What do you know? We should pick another character, actually. I don't want to quit out of the game anyway. Oops, no, I want a character select. I'll change characters. Let's see. I'll probably stay Saberwolf, I don't know. Might change to somebody else and just see if there's a couple of those characters that I do know of here. Change it up, I always say. Change it up, people. Change it up. That's what you gotta do. Okay. This guy, I don't know. Maybe him. He looks pretty awesome. Yeah, he looks awesome. Then the second player. This one. Because you're just, you know, fighting a beast in a beast context. Anyway, we'll go with that. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work perfectly. Alright. Big Arena Marina. I like that one. Similar to that one anyway. Okay, curious. Interesting choice of words with that translation though. Life's a little fiery. I don't know this guy that well, man. We'll see what happens. What is this? That's not even guaranteed good. My ass handed to me. Oh no. Fucking back. Okay, that's what I'm doing. Legit. They're so similar. Yeah, there we go. Now we're learning this character. faster. No. Wow, I died. That one ran anyway. Oh, that's alright, that's alright. You get 2 life bars, that's not bad. Ah, fuck. Son of a fucking hand grenade. Fuck. Maybe I should just admit that. Isn't it ironic? Yeah, I really do think. It's like rain on your wedding day. It's like free goodbye when you already paid. Getting my ass kicked. Alright. Just knowing. Oh! You let me win that, didn't you? Fucking AI. Seriously? What? Son of a... Son of a fucking asshole. Fuck! Oh, God. I need to play. Free advice. Anyone? Free advice? I need free advice. Ugh. Ugh. Alright, I'm back. I think. Yeah, I'm here. Pretty sure. But... it's like a game of tag. You're it. Oh. So you're not even paying attention. It's pretty bad. I don't know. I'll probably need to go into a more relaxed game now. Son of a bitch! Fuck you! Fucking son of a... No, no, fuck you. Shit! Fuck, fuckity, fuck, 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 fuck Farouk. Anyway. Sorry, I'm sorry. It's always common though for me. Damn it! Let me goddamn well win. Even though I'm probably doing shitty moves right now. Much better. Now I'm laughing this fucking way. Right. Alright, that wasn't actually too bad. So, you know what? I'm going to exit out of this game and I'm going to go back to GTA for a little while. And probably try something else as well. Oops. Oh, what am I doing? Exit. Alright, I'm gonna need to grow this in. I don't know, people, I'm attempting to grow a beard. I don't know how the hell it's gonna work out. This is only like, I think this is like only a few days growth, actually, to be honest. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a few days growth, yeah. It's like at least 3 or 4 days. It'll take a bit longer to actually get a full puffy thing going, I guess. We'll see what happens. Am I offline? Yeah, Twitch does glitch. Everything glitches, even YouTube sometimes. That's hilarious. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Okay, that's hilarious. That was a cracker. This is anyway. Anyway. What I want to do. Alright, so yeah, keyboards can be an issue. I don't know if any of the past though, keyboards can be. See, I once oh shit. I've actually got. This is my keyboard bullshit that I've got, which I used to have a full-size keyboard on my PC, ironically, and it's just ironic to that though because I used to have a full-size freaking keyboard on it, and here's the thing, I didn't like it, just because of how much space it took up on my desk. So that's the reason I got the one's a little bit smaller actually. Oh, it looks okay though. What? Yeah, no, it's still a good keyboard though. It's still a good keyboard. Yeah, it's still a good keyboard though. I think the reason I switched over is just because of how much room I have on the desk. Mind you, that monitor I ended up getting. Some monitor's working okay though. It's actually working pretty well. Okay. Yeah. Ah, the iPod. Yes, the iPod can be. I don't mind Apple products. I've never had an iPhone. Oh, sorry, I've had an iPod. I've never had an iPhone. I've never ever had an iPhone myself. But I mean, I've got an Android. That's not the problem. But it's been bloody glitchy lately. An absolute pain in the ass to use for certain things. Actually, to be honest, I was thinking about ringing my provider and actually getting them to update my phone. Yeah, ironically, I'm paying off my fucking phone from my provider, but still. It's always fun. I kind of feel stupid, though, for getting into a contract, but that's the problem. If you really want something decent, you either have to have the money at the time to get it, or you have to have, or you go on a contract, either one or two. Oh, come on, seriously? What? Damn your eyes. Oh, that should be fun. Oh, that was fucking gold! Holy shit! Chain reaction, people! That was golden! Ultimate freaking destruction. Nice. Wow. Oh. Nah, no, hit a bloody light beam again. Dies in a hail of bullets and glory. It's like I went down, but I did it my way, man. Now I'm gonna freaking quote the Frank Sinatra song. That's hilarious. Oh, I see. I don't know, I don't mind Apple products. The only reason that I got a bit annoyed with the iPhone's OS on there was because the way they've designed it, it's very locked off compared to Android. Android has a lot more programmability. It has a lot more programmability. That's the reason I like it. You can do a lot more with it. That's the thing. I like the programmability of it. It gets a bit annoying though when you're doing certain things and the fucking app crashes. I've had that happen plenty of times. It doesn't do it all the time though. To be honest, I'm gonna see if I can get myself a Samsung Galaxy S8. That's definitely something I want to see if I can get. I don't know. I've always chosen Samsung. Actually, even my dad, when I recommended a phone to him, because he wanted a new phone, he wanted a smartphone. I said, okay, Dad, we want something that's at your level. So I said, look, we'll get you, because I went into the shop with him and I said, oh look, it's we'll get a Galaxy Samsung Galaxy S5. Because the one he's with a different provider. He's with Vodafone, but he's still paying his off anyway. But I thought it'd be better for that level of with him because he's much older than me. I mean, what? Jeez, now how old is he? I'm gonna be almost 75. He'll probably be older than that now. But considering that considering his age, considering how old he is at that bracket, and he can still actually go out at 4 a.m. Like, he has actually been out till 4 a.m. in the morning, partying and having drinks. With my sister, but still. Considering he's at that age bracket and he's still freaking going like a fucking, you know, like pretty much, like just, like he's still pumping, yeah, like, that shows something. I must have some good DNA in me somewhere. Ah, I see. Yeah. Yeah, because I'm the one who recommends all the technology in the house, it's just down to whatever I can afford and buy at the time. But here's another thing I do too, though. I make it a habit of any devices that I don't end up using or don't end up using it at some point, I just sell them back on eBay or something. It's just easier. You can actually make money out of it. I mean, you don't have to sell them for a massive profit either. Sometimes as long as you... Well, let's be realistic. If you sell something reconditioned or secondhand, you're not going to get the exact retail price that you got for it originally, but you'll get money back, and that's my point. You'll make money back on it. The other thing too is if you offer warranty, like some things I do offer warranty, some things I don't. I know with reconditioned computers I always offer like 12 months warranty, which I probably shouldn't. I mean, it's my own guarantee. It's, I mean, okay, yeah. Other thing too, I have actually got a few free things on and off. That's something I've got as well. But that's because I've actually gone into, there's a place that I go to which, what's the name of it? The Tech Shed in Charnwood. They're part of Canberra City Care. I go in there from time to time. I haven't been in there for a while, to be honest. I probably should go back in there. I probably should. You know what? I mean, yeah. 8 p.m. to 1. That's not bad. I've stayed up, let's see, I've stayed up an entire 24 hours. I have stayed up like 2 days in a row. That's only been done a few times. Sometimes I get a bit of insomnia, but that tends to pass and I tend to sleep. But I have managed to stay up 2 days in a row at least a few times. Admittedly. It felt like longer sometimes, but yeah. I have managed to do that. I'm buggered by the time I'm buggered and knackered if I do that, and I normally, you know, I feel like I'm fucking tripping over myself to some degree, so that does happen sometimes, yeah. But I don't do that all the time. I don't think I want to do it all the time, because sometimes it exhausts me out too much, that's the problem. That's the issue. But I don't condone necessarily staying up that late, but sometimes it can be fun, you know? You can get up to different things, I mean, particularly on the internet, there's always tons of stuff you can do on the internet. Whether it's farming for a few memes or something like that, or whether it's, you know, other activities as well, you know? That's my point, there's a lot of it anyway, but still. Though there is times where I have so much energy, I don't know. I think there was one time, because of like certain energy, I actually had to get on my exercise bike at like 2 o'clock in the morning just to get rid of the excess energy I had. That's not as if it's always the case, but sometimes that does happen. I don't know. Sometimes it's like randomly middle of the night. It's like, oh, I'll decide to use the weights, and I'm like, what? Why did I do that? What was the purpose of that? I couldn't work out why. I guess it's when you have the energy, really. That's my problem. I think sometimes I had a little too much energy. Then there's certain times when you don't have enough energy either. It's really such a mixture. Wow, that was just the worst fucking possible aim I could have had. I threw it completely over every fucking car and missed every single thing, so I wouldn't even get a chain reaction. That's annoying. What the fuck is that shit? That's pretty unfair, man. What the hell? Seriously? No, that's not fair. Well, life isn't fair sometimes, unfortunately. That's something I've learned too. When you think things should be fair, they're not always fair. It's definitely something I've learned. It cracks me up to this day that that's the case. Oh, come on, seriously? No, that was actually good. I need to do a chain reaction, but the problem is I've got to get a bunch of cars together in one area. No, that won't work. Maximum damage, ultimate destruction. Indeed, good sir, indeed. Holy... yeah. Seriously? 2 police officers for the price of 1. That's fun. Nah, I think I understand that. Sometimes people say you have too many devices. I know I have a short ton of devices. I'm a bit of a person who just accumulates technology over time. This is my problem. I accumulate so much of it. I think to myself, why the hell have I got all this stuff? And then sometimes I actually go, yeah, okay, there's a purpose and the reason for me having this in the first place. But I always try to give a justifiable reason for having the piece of technology in question. I think it was one time I bought a tablet, and I had a tablet for a while. It was an Android tablet, it was an Acer Android tablet, and I sold that off because I wasn't really using it. So I'm like, nah, I'm not going to be using this anyway, so screw it, I'm just going to sell it off. You know, what did I end up selling it for? Like 100 and something bucks. So yeah, I put that much on it anyway, but still. And then other times, like I'll literally make up a computer and I'll sell it for like 250 bucks or something like that. But not to have the spare parts for it too. But the place that I'm working actually is good because if I do a bit of charity work and stuff, they don't mind passing a few spare parts on to me to help me out sometimes. So that's always good. Plus, anything that I do come across that it actually doesn't work, I just cannibalize it for the parts that are in there. So, you know, mostly good parts. Like, I mean, we call it RAM typically is one of those. Hard drive, definitely. Motherboards, not so much. I mean, unless it was a specific motherboard that I know that I might need for a repair at some point, maybe I'll cannibalize it for that. But the problem with a motherboard is that instinctually, there's always going to be a problem. If there's well, typically if something doesn't boot or power up at all with RAM and a hard drive in it, in most cases the motherboard's probably got likely a nasty issue on it, and it's just not worth keeping at the end. So. That's the funny thing though. How many times I've had good intuition when it comes to actual technology of what the actual problem is. There's only been a few times that's happened, but then there was this gaming machine that I had a while back. It was a AMD RX 480. It had a video card in it, and she got it for her son. And I went, okay, cool. Had a look at it, and the first time she brought it back to me. The first time she brought the lady in question brought it to me, she said, "Oh, look, can you have a look and see what's going on with it?" I said, "Okay, not a problem. I'll have a look and see what's going on." And I booted it up, and basically the problem was it wasn't playing games. It wasn't like you couldn't run a game for more than 5 to 10 minutes. It just basically the screen would go blank. Wasn't it? I don't think it was even giving a blue screen, to be honest. After that, the blue screen. What happened? Oh yeah, that's right. I tested it for a full like hour, 2 or 3 hours. Now I didn't charge her for that time, obviously, because that was just testing time. I mean, I don't know. I probably could have, if I really wanted to, I could have been a real ruthless financial asshole about it. I could have charged her for all that time, but I didn't, because I'm a good guy that way. Probably should though sometimes. Well, no. I mean, see, I figured if something's going to take you more than 3 hours to fix, like diagnosis stuff, you got to have a bit of leeway. So maybe cut it off after a certain amount of money, like. Just because if you do that, you're more likely to actually, if you cut it off, like have like a flat rate, it's like this is, you would get this much diagnostic work for this much money sort of thing. Not just diagnostic work, but, you know, depending on what's required. And then I've had people who've given me descriptions of stuff, of the problems that they're having, and then they brought the computer to me and it's been the total opposite of what's actually happened in the first place. So yeah. The other thing is too, I've learned that people don't always tell you the truth when it comes to computers. They don't always tell you exactly what's going on with it. I had a couple of people who spilt a few things in their computer, and I'm like, why didn't you just tell me that you did that in the first place, and then maybe I could actually try and see if I could fix the problem, instead of lying to me and just saying I didn't do anything to it. It's like, it wasn't me, it wasn't me at all. And then, you know, I understand, like, if kids muck shit up, like, say for example, a computer. Like the kid, you know, deletes a bunch of icons, programs, and random ass stuff and everything else, and, you know, just all that stuff gets deleted. And to be honest, yeah, I understand that. That happens. The other side of it too is there's always things you can do to lock that off, so the person doesn't have as much access to it. I think it was somebody actually wanted me to set up an internet timer. That's right, yeah. Somebody wanted me to set up an internet timer on a Mac, and I hadn't. It was been the first time I'd done it, so they wanted to have their son or daughter be able to go on a certain amount of time and things like that. And I went, okay, all right. So, what exactly? You just want to set a timer so it'll automatically log them out of the account. I went, okay, I can do that. And yeah, that wasn't too bad. The other thing too, you know, like the other side of it too is like, well, when my nephew was living with me, most of the time I'd restrict things. I might put a couple of filters on certain keyword stuff and things like that. Well, obviously not for myself, but more for my nephew and stuff. But you can do that though. You can. There's plenty of whether it's a commercial router or whether it's a consumer router, you can always set up filters. There's tons of filter stuff you can always put into things. Mind you, I was always a bit more free-spirited, so I didn't exactly, you know, filter everything. But I know my nephews, and I know they're responsible enough not to do something stupid. I know my family. So. I wish, though, sometimes I had a drunk filter. I really wish I did sometimes, like, with some of the stuff that I've ever done myself when I've been drunk, as I was like, oh, fuck, man. It's like, I need a drunk filter. I need, like, something that's like, dude, are you sure you want to post this to Facebook? Are you sure you want to say this? Are you sure you want to go on this fucking random-ass rant for no fucking reason? A couple of times I wish that was the case, but you know what? Things have got me where I am today, so maybe I shouldn't complain too much. Maybe, just maybe. Driving, people, driving. Oh. Oops. 100? How's my driving? It's not actually that bad. I know, I'm pretty good with driving in GTA. I was hoping... It should be okay in real life too. I don't see it being a big problem. I'm a bit nervous, I admit though. I'm a bit nervous about just fucking things up and getting things wrong. Which I think everybody's entitled to getting, you know, like... Yeah, I think everybody's entitled to that. We're all allowed to fuck up, we're all allowed to make a few mistakes. God, I know I have. But I will say that there's a good percentage of things that I've been right about. Not every single thing I've been right about in my life, but there's a good percentage of things in my life I've been right about. Like, stuff that I know that I'm thinking, okay, I was right about that. But then I know sometimes that I have trouble admitting when I'm wrong. Yeah, definitely. I have trouble when I'm... Yeah, definitely have trouble admitting when I'm wrong. I know this, and it's probably got me into trouble sometimes. But you know what? I think that's just a male thing. Every male is... No, I've met some women who are just as stubborn. It's not entirely true. Women can be just as stubborn, but I know I'm stubborn. Fuck, there's some things I'm just like, what the hell? Why are you so stubborn about this shit? This is my freaking point, you know? Like, what the hell? Seriously. It's now rain. Holy shit. Alright. You know what? For a change, I'm going to have a green and peppermint tea. For a change. Because I had a lot of coffee. Well, I had a few. I'm going to have green and peppermint tea for the whole... It's always good for detox too. Green and peppermint teas are quite nice for detox, to be honest. So, I'm going to go and get myself a green peppermint tea. Yeah, that's right. I get 2 tea bags. I get a peppermint tea bag and I get a green tea bag. And I put them in both into the same cup. Now, ironically, I put sugar in there. I know I shouldn't, but fuck. I need a bit of sugar in there. Okay, hold on a second. Where's my cup? There it is. Oh, alright, sorry about that. Okay, I'm back. So yeah. Sorry, I was getting my green tea, but I was also adjusting the temperature on my smart jug for green tea and peppermint tea. Actually, it's sort of in between. I should probably put it at a... I think the maximum temperature of a peppermint tea is actually higher, but I find if I put it on the temperature of green tea, it actually comes out better. It comes out a little bit softer with the taste. I don't know. Yeah, no, that's actually, yeah, I found that. Because you set it on, the typical temperature, I believe, for peppermint tea is 100 degrees. But the actual temperature for green tea is actually 80 degrees, typically. Well, that's the recommended temperature. And I'll be honest, it does come out tasting better at that temperature. Typically, most jugs, or your typical jug, does not actually give that temperature at all. It doesn't actually have that temperature whatsoever. That temperature, I think most standard jugs like most standard jugs you buy these days. Mind you, I didn't pay a lot for that smart jug. I think it was like $60 for the bastard, so it wasn't actually that bad. Admittedly, though, yeah, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. Is my stream fucking up, is it? It's probably... No, my luck. Is my connection being an asshole? Is it? Did I have to reboot it, or what? Yeah, I just say it, man. Like, a lot of the times, as I said, like, I get with parents, you know? With parents and stuff, but, you know. I get that, man. I get that. Oh, god damn it. What? Chat is frozen. Is the chat frozen? Seriously? Alright, well, it's not frozen. It's not frozen on my screen. Maybe I should refresh it. Let me try and refresh it. Okay. Let me try and refresh this. I mean, when you're younger, it's different. It's different, man. That's the thing. It's different when you're younger. When you're younger, that's the thing. It's different. I get why parents have limitations on some things. That's just, you know, you got to have some rules. I get, you know, that's my point, or the point I'm trying to make. But I mean, it's different. I mean, okay, obviously I'm older than you, man, but this is my point. When it comes to that stuff, a lot of the times it's down to, geez, I don't know, just it's such a mixture with that. It's hard. I mean, the other side of it too is, I guess, I wasn't that strict when I was younger. I mean, my mum was a bit strict. My parents were a bit strict. Like, I mean, if I did something really bad, I get a whop across the ass because of it. But normally I had free reign because I knew a lot about the technology stuff, and I just basically fixed it up how I wanted. How's it? I think we jumped forward. Typically, I don't know, I let the tea bag sit in there for a while. What I normally do with green tea and peppermint tea. Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright, I'm back. So yeah, normally, so, I don't really actually see that, but yes, I have two tea bags in there. One's a peppermint tea bag. Shit. One's a green tea bag and one's a peppermint tea bag. See? So yeah, one's a green tea bag, one's a peppermint tea bag. So yeah. But yeah. All right. Does it look okay on your screen? I just refreshed my page. Did that work? I can see the chat on my screen. What the hell is just glitching? I hate when shit glitches sometimes. Fucking annoying. Okay. Like this. Yeah, so let's see. That stream finished. Sorry, I was watching it. Okay. Oh, that's right, okay. What? Oh, no, that's right, I probably... I'm watching a little bit later. What game is that? That's interesting. Anyway, okay, back to what I was doing, which was... I was just waiting for this tea to settle, to be honest, at this point. Yeah, definitely waiting for this tea to settle. It's getting there. Yeah. Absorption rate. I don't know, my streams are always controversial though. Well, not every single stream I do is controversial. I'm not always controversial about things in my life. Just sometimes. It just depends on my frame of mind. What time is it? I don't know. I'm gonna... I don't know. I feel like smoking. And you know what? I am going to do it anyway. Because I have smoked on the stream anyway. That's that. I'm not going to go out. It's too cold. People don't realise how freaking cold it is. Shit, and I just broke my chair. Well, this isn't my chair. My other chair... I've got 2 broken chairs now. I'm waiting on... One other fucking chair. I'm waiting on a... One other chair I'm waiting on for the bottom of it to arrive so I can replace the bottom on it. And this freaking one's my dad's one, which... Epic fail, people. Epic freaking fail. Fail in reverse. I don't know. I'm just going to say I'm going to fail in reverse. I'll try failing in reverse. I don't know. What? What the hell was I even going for in that one? No. Sorry. Yeah. Epic fail. I'm just going to write that. I'll write that across the top of my head. Epic fail. You fail at life. No, not that bad, but still. Somebody, seriously. Chat is frozen. I better not be frozen anymore. Oh, screw my life. Swear. I don't condone smoking, by the way. I don't condone it. Some people it's required because it's therapeutic. Definitely. It's therapeutic. It's the best description. It's therapeutic. That's how I work it out. You've got a certain degree of therapy, people. Therapy, you know, you gotta have therapeutic needs. Sometimes it's required. Ow, burn my finger. Therapeutic. I'm just going to describe as that. You know, I don't necessarily condone it unless you're old enough. So, you know. Yeah, I don't condone it. I don't condone it unless you're old enough. You have to be old enough in the first place. So yeah. There we go. But you know, some things are therapeutic. That's how my mind works with it. What's a vaporizer though? I do actually need to get some more vaporizing oils. That's something I have to actually get my hands on at this point. This is not too... Well, see, this is my point. Vaporizing isn't as bad for your lungs. I know through different research and stuff. I mean, it's definitely not as bad for your lungs as some of the other stuff. Well, just tobacco smoking, things like that in general, so... There was a trick that I was doing before. I just don't have enough oil, which... Alright, anyway. Back to what I was doing. What's this green tea doing? Okay. So what I normally do is I take the tea bags out. You know, some people leave the tea bags in, that's cool. Everybody has their own way of doing things. So put that there. And you know what I'm going to do? It's probably going to stay... No, it won't stay on the table too much. Right. So what I'm just going to do is just grab... There's a water tank beside me. Yeah, that's right. I actually keep a tank of water beside me. Ironically, I keep a tank of water beside me. It's just... Yeah. Okay. I'm going to just fill this up with a bit of water. Just to calm the temperature a little bit. Only put it up a little bit of cold water. Shit. Yeah, typically that's what I do anyway. Fill it up with a bit of cold water. And once you've done that, give it a bit of a stir, and it should be good. Oops. Probably a little too much. Well, maybe I left it too long. But I don't mind this temperature. I don't really like it scalding. Probably it'll be a little bit higher. Another thing I can do is I can just colour it if I choose to. Hence the reason I like it that temperature sometimes. Alright, back to what I was doing. So, games. Some of the games. What was I playing yesterday? What was I playing yesterday? I was playing this Heroes game, which is actually not too bad. I enjoyed it anyway. Actually, is it a new month yet? Yes, it is! There should be a new game available. We'll go back. There should be a new game available in gold. There always is. I think there should be. Games available with gold. There we go, because I actually have 3 months gold now, so. Well, oh no, that's not me. Oh, they must not change things yet. It's annoying. What? Seriously? They haven't changed the games over yet, so that's ironic. Bugger. Wish they would. I wish they would. That'll work. Can't. I'm just. No, he's laughing. Okay. I was trying to read that, okay. remaining tea bags. Let's put these back in here. We have tissues. We don't have tissues, unfortunately. That's sad. I'm kind of sad that I don't have tissues. I did have tissues, didn't I? I swear I did. Bugger, I don't. Oh. I hate to say it, but I might actually... Well, there was... I had to go and get a fresh... Because I didn't have tissues, I had to go and get a fresh toilet roll. And use that to mop up some things. Normally I have wet towels, though. You know, those material towels, anyway, that you get for the kitchen and stuff. But unfortunately, I don't always have them. I don't always have tissues either. I go to tissues. I go for a box of tissues sometimes, like, literally. I just like, what the hell have you been doing? Well, you know, it's a bit of hay fever. It's all good. I'm gonna love hay fever. It's wonderful. Let's go to this game now anyway. Continue. Are you ready to start this game? Pretty sure. Nonchalant. Nonchalant. It's generally because smells tend to linger in the air. There's always an embargo on these things. Pays to cover up. Totally too weird, man. This goddamn horse. Bastards. Die, motherfuckers. Just thinking back to like Duke Nukem. Kill them all, my gods. That's like funny though. That's an actual saying from Duke Nukem. If anybody has ever played Duke Nukem the game, it is fantastic. Actually, there's a few different ones. There's a few different sayings that I like. He's just a smart. He's a testosterone-driven hero. I love testosterone-driven heroes. There you go. Okay, no, I'm an idiot. I'm trying to jump up the moon when I should probably be down here, so. Excuse me while I readjust my brain a little. Right, okay, where the fuck am I? Done! Ha! Yeah, the hell. Actually, that game. Oh, this freaking boss! I got stuck on him yesterday. I'm gonna get boss. I gotta get. This is my God, I gotta get behind you. Behind you, I told you. Why can't I get behind you? Seriously, what the fuck is that shit? That's not the problem. This is pretty sure I have this character. He's got a freaking shield, you little bastard. Come on, no. Fuck you! you! Seriously, what the fuck's that shit? I couldn't get past this yesterday. It was fucking annoying. I was like, fuck! Seriously? Yeah, well, come on. Seriously? How can I not... Stop shooting me! Goddamn motherfuckers! Seriously? What the hell? No. No. A shield. It's not gonna do anything. It's about as effective as a cat flapping an elephant house. Can't be that fucking hard to get around. I'm not sure what the premise is with this. I think it's bouncing off the shield. I can clearly see that. The problem is getting behind. I think I remember doing this a long time ago, and as because I have played this game a couple of times, and I think I remember correctly, I had to really be fucking fast. That was the issue. Apparently the AI is having fun. Gotta love that with the Come on, what's his ass? This is fucking bullshit. What's the sense? What the hell? No. How do I get around this bastard? This is the problem. I just don't remember exactly. I don't remember the exact details of it because I don't know. I might have been drunk at the time. That's happened one or two times. Like sometimes I've had a couple of drinks and I've actually managed to get through a game without even realising I got through it. So, and it's not as if I do that all the time, but I have noticed a couple of times where I had I think it was one time when I had a couple of beers or something like that. It's like, no, I had a couple of beers and then it's just like, bang, I went off in the game. Come on, guys. Mind you, I don't know alcohol. Just doing a bit of a detox from it, to be honest. A little less than stellar lately, so I'm just detoxing a bit, which is a good thing. I don't drink every day, it's not something I like a habit of, but sometimes it's just like just to, I don't know, sometimes it's to relax me, but I've actually sat there, drunk a few beers, and worked on my website. I think that was when I was around this other guy, which is, you know, but he'd always make everything into a competition. Like, everything was like, I'm gonna outdrink you, man. Like, fuck this shit, you know, man? He was, like, sort of really fucking adamant about that shit. I'm like, oh, fuck off. Like, really? And I'd have to, my problem is I have a bit of that competition streak in me, so I have to outdrink him. Yeah, let's see if I can do this. So the amount of alcohol I've consumed over the years does make me wonder. No, actually, no, that's not true. I went to the doctor a little while ago. The doctor's only complaint in entirety was my cholesterol is slightly high. That's the only thing they said. I'm like, okay, right. That's something I can probably do. But that's just because of the fact that I probably consume some foods I shouldn't. I'm a meat and protein guy. I'm a big meat and protein guy. It's probably the reason I'm as adamant as I am, but I'm a big protein person. Whether it's eggs, fish, or beef. Beef is good. I also like beef. probably could use a few more. It's not even I have vegetables in my diet. That's not the problem. I can have a few more. I think it's okay to have. There's nothing wrong with celery. But I mean, to me, I'd probably add chicken or something too. But it's funny though, my nephews won't. None of my nephews will eat any good foods. Like anything fruit or vegetable related, they won't touch it with a 10-foot pole. Like, how can you not? Fruit and vegetables aren't that bad. I don't know, maybe I'm just grown accustomed to the taste over the years, and maybe it's just because the taste and texture doesn't bother me as much as it bothers my nephews, but I don't know, sometimes I think I have more enhanced taste in certain aspects. Wow, freaking hell, I swear sometimes I have a bit more enhanced hearing. That's another thing too. Bomber. The bomber, people. The bomber. And I went back to the beginning of the game, didn't I? That's alright. Huh? Yes, I did die. I died. Oh, actually. I think I skipped over things. Occasionally you skip over things. Always that though. Is the chat still frozen, man? You got me wondering. Actually, there's nobody in the chat. I don't know whether there actually is. Oh no, there isn't anybody in the chat. Never mind. Not in that chat anyway. I don't know. Oh, I know. Probably. I've been streaming. I've been streaming for 2 hours 40 minutes. Okay, yeah. I don't necessarily condone these things. These are actions and things about. I mean, you know, sometimes there's certain things. I guess you know, you've got to understand that everybody's different. We all have different speech. We all have different patterns of thought on things. I've always tried to remain pretty open to stuff in my life, but. Adamants, people, adamants. Alright. That was... yeah. Let me go back. Try a different game. I'm listening to like a dozen things at the moment. It's freaking hilarious. Like... Watch it. I don't know. Still. Okay. I'm gonna focus a little more. Alright. Okay. It was a good stream though. Let me see here. To my stream and check that one out. Alright, so that one's good. So I'm just trying to think, what am I going to play? Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing. I might actually go into that because I haven't played. What? Where the hell did that game go? I pinned it to the dashboard. There we go, that's better. It's still alive though. I'm still kicking, that's the main thing, ladies and gents. I can't complain too much, but what are we, Van Helsing? Van Helsing, my friend! What are you doing, Van Helsing? Seriously? I don't know at this point. Vampire Hunter D. This is no. This is a different one. Okay, hold on a second. See, I know some animes. I don't know every single anime. He's gonna do Fallout 4. I figured he might do Fallout 4. I wasn't sure. Okay, that's cool. All right, he did Fallout 4. Anyway, okay. Thank you very much. So, Vampire resume story. Yes, we want to resume the story. That's my point. So, I don't remember where I got up to this in. This is like I was in the village. Yeah, I was pretty sure I was in the village. I was in the village at the time, and come on, hello. Hello? What? Did that work? No, it did. Never mind. That's right. Now I remember. That's right. I got that ghost. I got that ghost woman with me, which she helps me with stuff. So, yeah, let's see. This is right. I forgot this is an RTS. I was supposed to go up to the village or something. I think I was supposed to go up here. Once I went up here, it got me further into the forest. I probably loaded the wrong section of the game. That's probably what's happened. There we go. Yeah, okay, hold on a second. Wrong section though. Where? Okay, so I think I'm meant to go up here, and once I go up here, right? You take it in. Was it here? No. You go up here, and it takes you into the forest. That's right. Yeah. Now I remember. Okay, it's fine. I got it. Oh, my life. Epic fail some days, epic fail. Some days, epic fail. There we go. Damn freaking ghosts.
I don't have enough mana.
Not the ghosts. What am I saying? The fucking wolves. What was I trying to say? Damn wolves. Why, man? Why? Why is there a panda here, apparently? Oh, it's alright, man. Oh, come on. No. Damn your eyes. I'm dying. Fuck. Ah. Why do I die? Why do I die so much? Oh, I don't die every day. I die sometimes. Still waste that day. Alright. Okay. Sorry, I was checking my face for a second. Yeah. Oh, fucking hilarious. I was just reading something I saw on Facebook. I'm a delicate flower. Fuck up, needy, horny, delicate little flower. Oh, it's freaking hilarious. Needy. I love that. This is fucking hilarious. Pull my inner troll out for that one. This is fucking hilarious though. And then what was the other one? Sings to Adrian Chicks. Ooh ee wah ting tang wallow bing bang. Ooh ee wah ting wallow bang. I told the witch doctor. Sorry, I have to repeat that whole song because I actually know the whole song. Oh shit. Ooh ee wah ting tang wallow bing bang. Ooh ee wah ting tang wallow bing bang. I saw the witch doctor. I don't see. I got that stuck in my head.
I need healing potions.
What's... How many of these guys? Like, I just get shit chucked at me. Fuck you. Seriously. Fuck you! Fuck off! Fuck you! Seriously. That's fucking annoying.
I don't have enough mana.
Fuck you!
I need healing potions.
More mana needed.
I got that.
I don't have enough mana.
Thank you very fucking much, that person! Whoever the hell they were!
More mana needed.
Fucking thing stuck in my fucking head! Damn it!
I don't have enough mana.
I don't know. Isn't it ironic? It's not ironic, I'm dead. Oh, no, that's special. Oh. I'll close that window for you. Now I'll put off things a bit more. There we go. Alright, so that's all open. I just want to test if the chat's working. I think it still is. It should get that working. If it isn't working, it should get it working. Oh, that's right. Let me test that out. I will check out his stream at some point. Oh yeah, that's a fair point. I didn't realise he was streaming. I forgot about the fact he was streaming. Shit. No, I saw the notification come up. It's just stuck on my screen now. Hold on, let me try and open it. See what he's doing with Fallout 4 out of curiosity. I'm just wondering. Who edited him? I like Fallout 4 as a game. If anybody, you know, that's actually not a bad game, to be honest. Sorry, I'm just gonna quickly type in chat. Sorry, I just. Yeah, sorry. Alright, I'm dying again. See, this is my fucking brain.
I don't have enough mana. possible.
I don't know. This game's sort of I don't know. This game's a bit. Ugh. I'm gonna go back to it. Pick a pocket. Pick a pocket or two. Pick a pocket. Pick a pocket. Do you want to pick a pocket? Sorry. Still. Still streaming myself. Alright, so let's see here. I need to find another game though. I haven't played Halo for a while. Halo, my friend. I have to put it into the disc tray though. That GTA 5 out because most of the time it's in the bloody disc tray anyway. Alright, so we got that. Alright. So that's... Where? No, that's not. Oh no, it's over here. I haven't played Halo for a while, so this is a Halo Anniversary Edition, though. I think I can still play it on the internet. I think I'm sure it's the reason I kept it. What am I doing? Excuse me while I trip over myself. I'm entitled to do that, though. That didn't come up. What the hell? Ah, now it's working. Okay. What is that? Anyway. So let's see. Oh! Hold on a second. I had the wrong disc. Never mind. It's not the Halo I was thinking of. It's the Anniversary Edition, which I don't know, it hasn't been released on, hasn't been released onto the backwards compatibility list yet on, it hasn't been released on the backwards compatibility list, that's the problem. There we go, let's try that and see how that works. Yeah, so I'm going to play Halo Reach. Haven't played it for a while. Alright. I checked out a few people's streams though, I do that pretty regularly. There we go. That's better. Oh, that's actually quite funny. Oh, wow. I can sort of understand that, I guess, but, you know, it's life. It's always people with not more experience, though. I don't know, some people turn around and say, it's like, what in life would you want? People with more experience or less experience? I always say people with more experience because they know better. Honestly. Interesting. Alright, so let's see. That's still funny though. That's fucking hilarious. I'm sorry, that is quite funny. Ah, okay, guys. Alright, so there we go. Hold on. Alright. Let's see. No, okay, yes, too. I'll wait. Network status, challenges, audio, video, scroll follow. Alright, you know what? How long have I been streaming for now? Been streaming for like 3 hours, so you know what, screw it. We're gonna relax for a bit. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. I don't know, I may get on the same time. I'll sort of try to make it the same time. But at least I can relax tonight and I can chill for a bit. I did stay up pretty late last night streaming, so yeah. Okay. Hope everybody has a good day. I'm gonna go and relax, chillax, and I hope everybody has. Well, yeah. I honestly hope you have a good day. Anything else? No, I think that's pretty much it. Alright. Gotchas.